Alright, Trevor Wiest here, and welcome to Coffee and Guitars. I have just gotten back from the grocery store, and I have found coffee, and I started opening it, and I was like, you know what, I should just do a quick episode of Coffee and Guitars. So I'm going to make some coffee, and then we're going to talk about guitars, but more specifically, why I'm drinking coffee at nighttime, which is not recommended. It's not recommended. It's not good for you. You should not drink coffee at nighttime. You should drink coffee in the daytime, because coffee is for breakfast. But in some scenarios, I drink coffee at night. If I want to practice, if I want to get into a practice routine, it just helps me focus a little bit. Before I get into that, what I'm going to be working on now, I want to talk about a routine. Now, I have decided it's very good for a person to have their own routine where they work on stuff that they personally want to get better at. If they want to get something, it can be outside of what they're doing for gigs or for work or for whatever, but what they personally want to accomplish, you have to make time for. And that's something that I've been trying to get better at. So, one thing that's important, I feel, is physical health. And I wanted to get more into running. So being the lazy person that I am, I decided to buy a treadmill and put it right by my bed. So when I wake up, there's no excuse but for me to jog or walk and listen to music. So my first routine, the first thing I do, I get up, I play some music that I have to learn, or listen to a podcast, or listen to like an audiobook, and I just jog for 10 minutes. Not more than 10 minutes, just 10 minutes. And in the room right next to my bedroom, I've kind of made it also into a music room. So I have some guitars here. I play a little bit of trombone, and I play a little bit of piano. I'm not very good at either of those things, but I have it here so I can practice it for maybe 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. So I do that right after I do some running. Throughout the day, if I get bored, I like to build airplane models. Yes, I know, it's a really nerdy habit. This is a Sturzkampfflugzeug, a World War II dive bomber that I've been working on, and I just kind of do this when I have free time, but I don't do it all the time. All right, now, to add to physical health, one thing I've always liked to do, oh, the coffee's ready. It needs more water, I'll be back, is lift weights. Lifting weights has always been kind of fun. It's been a hobby of mine since I played football. I used to be a defensive tackle for a very small school in LeSueur, Minnesota. So it's not even really that impressive of a feat, but we went to state back in the day, and we lost. It's a long story. Anyhow, I have the weights set up here, and every other day, I broke down my workouts. I got my chest. Generally do that like on Monday, Wednesday, back, shoulders, legs. Each of these workouts take about 20 minutes. Some Tarantino films for motivation. And then after that, I'm trying to get people to come out here for rehearsals. So, set up the drum set, and I practice a little bit of drums. Again, I'm not a great drummer, but it just helps me focus. So I'll do that for about 10 minutes or so. I have to fix this. Have the workouts out here, ready to go. So I can just plug in and play, get inspired. If I'm ever bored, I can just come down here, work out, and that's a big part of it. I have decided to cancel gym memberships for that reason. Build your own thing at home if you have the facility to. Alright, so once I do that, I practice. I split it up. I don't always do the same thing each day. One thing that helps too, I think writing everything down in a calendar is a big part. This is for 2021. First of every month, I'm going to be recording a video and putting that up online. So of solo guitar, because I love classical guitars and solo guitars. But I don't always get time to do it because I end up having to do other stuff. So I'm making time to do it. And then what I do, I'll write everything down there. Each day I take notes, put it in these notebooks. So I'll do that. Keep track of what I do each day. This is what I have going on right now. I was working on some fingerstyle classic. I switched it up. I actually did a classical workout type of thing, And now I'm going to hit some fingerstyle stuff and some bluegrass stuff. And if I have time later tonight, I'll do some fundamentals, standards, and some solos I'm working on. So I try to write everything down, schedule time in the calendar for gigs or lessons or for recording sessions. I make sure I write those definitely in the calendar, aside from using Google Calendar, but I feel like it helps to actually write things down. And then I work around that schedule, but I try to keep the stuff I'm working on personally each day, so I feel like I'm getting better at things outside of gigs. Right, Kat? He looks very orange because of the lighting. You should have the camera well lit if you're doing a YouTube video, because the lighting looks terrible, I'm sure. But this is more of like a vlog, journal kind of thing. So, there we go. I still need to get some more water in this coffee because I'm lazy, and I use a Keurig because I don't know that much about coffee. So if you have any ideas of coffee things I should check out, or better ways of making coffee that's more efficient in other brands of coffee, other kinds of coffee, let me know in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna drink some coffee and practice. Alright, I'll see you guys soon.